Hi everybody, NitroGary here again. Haven't done a review for a little while, been very busy working and things like that. But I want to start off tonight by just having a word about some of my latest toys and one golden oldie. First one, I'm going to start off with these. These are APS Hakotsu CO2 grenades. Now, paper pyro, which is like the strike and light type thing, fireworking type thing, really good, but you have like you kind of letting you're letting the enemy know they're coming. Now, a lot of sites or some sites have a no run from grenade rule. I think it's very good. Somebody's gone out, they go to work, they get their money, they buy their grenades, and then they throw their grenades and everybody runs away from them because they've got 4, 5, 6 seconds of this thing fizzing away, and like, you know, they know it's coming, they know what's going to happen, so they run away, don't die, then they all come back again and like shoot at you, and you're the one who's played the tactical advantage and they're the one who benefit. So I don't agree with this run from grenade thing, but anyway, so I wanted something a little bit different, so I bought a couple of blank firing grenades, impact ones. Absolutely fantastic. However, the winter has shown me that there are a couple of problems, and one of them is soft ground. The soft ground absorbs the impact. The grenade don't go off. So you pull your pin, you lob your grenade, and it goes thwunk, hits the ground, and like they still run away, but they run away and nothing's going to happen because the grenade's not going to go off because the ground's too soft. So it's like, well, I really need something that works without too much notification, should we say. Anyway, so Hakotsu grenades, CO2 grenades, they're very simple, and yet they're involved as well. It's not just a case of pull the pin, toss a grenade, boom. It's not a case of that. There's quite a lot of setting up involved. The setup basically consists of, I'll just do this to show you, obviously this isn't live, but what you have to do is there's a hammer on the top of the grenade. You have to pull the hammer back, hold the hammer right back there, pull the spoon down, and basically, if you can do it, it says you can put this pin through here, which you can do. You put the pin through, and it holds the hammer back, so the hammer can now no longer flip forward. You pull the spoon down, pull that pin out, and then reinsert the pin through the arming hole, which is the top one, like that, and that's basically it. That's basically the hammer set. So you unscrew the bottom of the silver canister, you slip a 12 gram CO2 caplet in there with the nozzle pointing upwards, and then when you pull the pin, you release the hammer. The hammer comes down, there's a lump just on the front of it. It hits the firing pin, which then punctures the CO2 cap. Even with this cap screwed on, this then vents gas. It vents gas into this area, and you will have your body screwed on. It's an airtight seal, so the gas then leaks into this plastic case. The plastic case starts to expand, and like all things, like a balloon, like anything you want that blows up, it blows up. It basically can't contain the gas anymore. Bang. Again, another one of these problems with grenades is if it's very cold. Let's put it this way: if you do this indoors, and it's a warm-ish day, well, indoors it's going to be warmer than outdoors anyway. If it's a warmish day, say 20 degrees, this thing's going to go in about 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds. If you go out and play outdoors, like I did couple of weeks ago, you pull the pin, because like I was showing my mates, and you pull the pin, throw the grenade, and like, I think it was about 7 seconds in the end, boom, but it's loud, like you wouldn't believe. Like, it's supposed to be like 130 decibels. That's like a DC-10 landing on your roof type of thing. Really loud. But it leaves a lot of scope. Because this is hollow and this bursts, so the latest plan was to fill it part fill it with BBs and see what happens. However, the game we played, I never really got round to testing it out, so I don't know what the outcome of that's going to be. And you can get different shaped bodies. You can get these are blue ones. These are like a training grenade. I got these purely and simply because I can see that. You throw it into like anywhere like dense woodland and things like that, and then sometimes it's quite hard to find your grenades again. But I thought, well, if I go with blue, then at least I'll be able to find it again. The trouble with blue is you wear them on your jacket and you stand out like a sore thumb. Blue being one of the colours that you see no matter what. That's why police lights are blue and things like that. It's the easiest to see colour there is. But anyway, getting back to the grenades, I don't consider them to be particularly expensive. I mean, CO2 caps, let's say you pay £1 for a CO2 cap. I think they cost £12, £12.50 or whatever it is for a dozen or so. So it works out about £2 quid. It's £2 a grenade. It's still cheaper than pyro, and you get to use it over and over again. You can buy replacement pins and things like that. So all in all, I think they're quite good value. Again, I got these from Taiwan Gun in Poland, and I'm really impressed with them. Really, really impressed. So much so I've just ordered another couple of fuses, and we'll see how we go from there. There are some things I never thought, BFG grenades, things like that. They're expensive, but they do a job. And if you're playing indoor CQB, I don't think you can get anything better. I should get these as well when I eventually get to play with these, but I don't think you can get anything better than a BFG for indoors. Fused paper pyro has got a place in what we do, and these have got a place in what we do. Any of the bits I've got I can't think of the name of it now. One of these ones, Tornado. I've got a Tornado BB grenade you fill with green gas. Again, really, really good. It goes off on impact, and it is quite a soft impact as well, so they do work. However, because you've got BBs in them, you play against some people and they forget the 5 metre rule, and if they don't get hit with a BB, they don't take the hit. So there are good things and bad things in all aspects of everything we do. You just got to find the right one. I think the biggest rule anybody playing airsoft can have is don't run from grenades. In the real world, if you saw a grenade coming towards you, you'd run the other way. Only natural. We're not in the real world, we are playing airsoft. In the real world, if somebody shoots you, you're dead. You don't have to put your hand up, you don't have to call your hit, you just fall in a crumpled mass on the floor, that's it. Lights out, game over. So let's have some rules, and one of them should be don't run from grenades.